You guys. Let me know if we have any sound issues. I'm switching around stuff so much now that I don't know what is what, and I'm nervous about sound issues. Yeah, hi. My day was fine. I'm a rat boy. Day job work was light, which was nice. But I'm like stressing a little bit about trying to get things done for Pride Month. And the reality is that I'm probably just gonna have to leave some stuff on the cutting room floor. But I'm gonna get as much done as I can. And so to that end, I am working on some things in After Effects tonight. We're like midway in. I'm just gonna double check my mic here to make sure my audio is actually coming through on stream. Okay, good, it is. Yeah, so last week we did some new avatar emotes. And today what I am working on, and it's kind of small here in After Effects, but that's just sort of the reality of this kind of setup. I'm working on like a promo thing, kind of in general, that I also want to use for like a starting screen, and maybe, you know, in place of like this general vaporwave thing I have in the background now. I don't know. I have to kind of see it. Yes, I did post some Persona clips on TikTok because I finally just remade a new TikTok because my old one they just killed for some reason and never told me why. So I'm happy that that is like up and running again because that's a very good source of promotion right now. TikTok is just like you're so much more discoverable there than on like any other platform. So I'll probably just kind of pick and choose what I put on there, be a little bit more say-so. Keep the really dirty things off there, you know, just not give them reasons to ban me or whatever. And then maybe just kind of like make some stuff just for that to like have content rolling in. So to kind of catch you guys up, because we're jumping into this like midway on stream, we're doing Pride Month in June. You know, the rainbow there very obviously ties into that, but it's also, I'm going with like very loosely, mostly just for promotional purposes, a summer thing because it's in summer. So I have like this rolling water. I have you know, kind of that same vaporwave grid thing superimposed on it, and I'm fine-tuning that. The other, I guess there's two really big elements that are missing visually at the moment. One, like a reflection of the sun into the water, which is gonna tie the image together a lot better. You know, it's gonna be less one tone. And then like text and stuff. And I'm not that familiar with After Effects. I've spent more time in Premiere, so I'm having to kind of learn/relearn how stuff like that works. Stuff like that meaning like the idiosyncrasies of After Effects. And then also you can see here when I'm moving around, I have it on quarter resolution. Maybe I'll just try auto for a while, with the goal of being able to move around faster, but then it, you know, it gets crummier in the preview. It just like takes forever to like render any of this stuff for me. And I know it's like a lot of motion with the waves and lines and stuff, but I've even like done a couple small test exports and it still felt like it was broken to me. Like the speed was inconsistent, and as far as I can tell, there aren't like any stray keyframes that would be causing that difference in motion. So I don't know. It's a little bit slow and frustrating, especially because this still isn't even really the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to do. The avatar customization was like outfits and stuff. I don't know how much that's going to happen, but that'll be next after this. I figured as I did the custom avatar expressions, and I was like, well, if I'm going to do a promo, I should probably do that sooner rather than later, right? So that I can actually give it time to, you know, like be out in the world and attract attention, like as is the point of a promo. So I use Adobe software a lot. So even though I'm having to like kind of learn specific things here, in general, parts of it are like familiar to me. The complexity comes when I'm just trying to do a lot at once, like the mirroring thing. I had one of those here. I have like an adjustment layer. So this is like a loose approximation of it. You can see it's also applying like a deeper color to the water, which I don't really want. I kind of like it where it is, you know, loosely. And the other thing I want is to like give a watery texture to the reflection, you know, so that it looks like real water, because that would look really cool. And I was looking at some tutorials, and more than once I saw something saying like make a noise layer like this, and you can see this like moves as I watch through, and so that sort of is like approximating a water effect. But I'm having trouble like getting that to apply correctly in the way that the tutorials are saying to do. So I don't know, either I'll fix that or figure out something else. I also have a little island and palm tree here, but I don't want that to show up in the reflection, which it's not there. So yeah, because that's why I put them at the top, because now they're above the reflection layer. So it, this layer, adjustment layer, it's only going to do the stuff underneath that, and then I have other stuff masked. So really, the big thing I need to get working is the like water effect on the reflection, and then just like fine-tuning the settings in general so that the speed looks right and stuff, you know, because I want this to be kind of like kind of a calm, chill vibe, so I don't need the water to be like whoosh, 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 whoosh. Which in my first export, it kind of felt like that. But that aspect of it is probably gonna happen off stream, because I'm not gonna just like sit here for half an hour or whatever while it renders. I might just kind of do short stream in general tonight too. Because it's still honestly weird to me to like stream like this, where it's like me figuring out things art-wise. You know, like if I was just doing something I knew, that would be more comfortable. And it's weird when I'm not doing that, because then I have to like look up stuff, which is like not as efficient on stream. And then I have to like just be quiet while I'm like reading or absorbing information. But I also didn't stream the last 2 nights, and so far 2 days is our record for breaks, and I don't really want to like get in the habit of not streaming often, unless it's for like a good reason, like I'm sick or something. So I wanted to give you guys something tonight, even if it's still going to be one of these like kind of scuffed, I don't know what I'm doing streams. And I've seen people express interest in the art streams anyway, so it's not all bad. I really wish I could just, like, I don't know, if I had a monster horse of a computer and it could just like, I don't know if there's really a way to get your preview better, or if that's just like inevitable. If I set it to full, will it even remotely? No, it's still pixelated. I'm glad you find it interesting, Tig. Like at the end of the day, if the weird in progress stuff is interesting to watch still, then that's fine. Because for like my own feelings about it, I think that's something I need to like get over. Like, it's not the end of the world if people see me like not knowing how to do a thing and learning it, because like obviously, you know, people are learning new stuff all the time. That's not bad, and that's not a bad thing to show off. But we probably will calm down with art streams after, or rather once Pride Month hits, because then we'll be in it. Unless my work spills over into Pride Month, which I'm not necessarily planning on, but it also isn't out of the realm of possibility. One quick little thing to knock off here, so I don't just keep babbling. I want to add like some kind of like shadow at the horizon line, because right now just seeing the waves hit the background with like nothing going on feels kind of weird, and like not true to life at all. So we're gonna try that. Yes, I think you're right, especially like long term as the channel grows and more people get in here. Because you see that all the time with like people playing games. You know, somebody will be like, oh hey, I don't know how to like solve this puzzle or something, and then chat is like, hey you dummy, do this, and then stuff happens. So yeah, it could, and normally I don't think of streams as like this pristine thing. You know, it's literally stream of consciousness. There's bound to be like you know, like you sneeze or you fart, or you know, something kind of fucks up and it's not perfect. Hopefully, you know, it's just that and not like you saying something like terrible or racist or whatever, as seems to be the problem with a lot of content creators, unfortunately. So in that sense, like, this isn't really anything different. It's imperfection, and that's okay. But it feels weird if we're talking about art specifically, because then I'm like self-conscious about it. This is probably fine. I don't think it even needs to be more complex than this. We'll see how it works out with like scale and stuff, and then I can tile it, obviously, so that's why it's just kind of a small chunk. But there, you know, there are benefits to it as well. On one hand, like, even if it is inefficient in some ways to do an art stream, it's also more efficient in some ways because it does keep me on task. I'm not like scrolling through Twitter or something like that because I'm on stream. So like, you know, maybe I'll just kind of get lost in the weeds and chatting for a while or something, but I'm also not gonna like lose 2 hours on Twitter, which is good. And it sucks right now that I have like so much to do because I'm really just like not having an easy time being productive. Like I'm just kind of tired. I'm hitting, and not like I'm falling asleep right now, just like in general right now I'm just kind of tired. I feel like I'm just, you know, bumping up against the wall trying to like force myself to do stuff. And I think part of that is having a lot to do in a small amount of time, because I definitely like get that effect where it's like you're overwhelmed, you know, and so then like doing nothing seems easier, obviously, because it is, but that's not like a good place to be in, so I have to like kick myself in the pants and make things happen. Why? Oh, because it's reflecting. Right. I may have to put that higher and mask it, but we'll see how it looks when I shrink it, because it's way too tall. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I really struggle with like motivation in general. Yeah, I have to force myself to do stuff, even if it's like art stuff that I know I enjoy. Like getting like over the hurdle of like learning to do something can be tough also sometimes, you know, because like there's so much good stuff out there that you can look at that and be like, well, why can't I do that? I can like see it in my head perfectly. But you have to like build the skills and like kind of catch up with what's in your head. How the hell did I tile stuff? Hey, MDZH. Yeah, I kind of got a lot on my plate trying to get ready for Pride Month, so that's giving me like a little bit of agita. But like it's fine. I'm doing good. I'm done. Yeah, I can't talk. I'm doing good in general. And yet, like, it's kind of, what am I trying to say? It's not the end of the world if I don't get everything I wanted to done. Like, this is not a life or death scenario. I can always like do more cool stuff in the future, but I still inevitably am feeling like stressed because I ended up saving way too much, or rather I didn't intentionally save things till now, but I just like didn't get started fast enough. So I'll make sure to be better about that in the future. I know I want to do like a big thing for Halloween too. Kind of make like October as a whole into like a thing. And then like, oh, I guess current news, they gave a date for the Diamond and Pearl remakes today, which is November 19th, which I think is maybe when the originals came out, because that date feels familiar. So I would like, if I had the ability to do a bunch of cool Pokemon stuff surrounding that. You know, like play the game, probably do like a Nuzlocke with some buddies, like make it a co-stream thing. Get like people together in some capacity and do like some battles, either in those or Sword and Shield or both. Yeah, I really like Pokemon. We haven't played Pokemon on the channel yet, but well, I guess I did a few very early streams, which are on YouTube, but largely we haven't played Pokemon on the channel yet, and Pokemon is one of my favorite game series, even though I can't stop complaining about Game Freak. So, I'm gonna go nuts with Pokemon stuff at some point. Like literally, I probably have to pace myself so I don't become like a PokeTuber, because I don't really want to pigeonhole myself with any one particular game. Oh god, I'm trying to do math now. What the hell is half of 1920? Calculator 960. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to center this. Why is that not? Maybe that is centered, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And why also can I not tell that that's tiling? This is on horizon shadow. Yeah, the texture quality thing was like, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but the sentiment behind it was like, clearly they can like make Pokemon look nice. They have in the past. I've even been watching Super Mega like Coliseum, which is a GameCube game, and you can like see the polygons and everything, but like in some ways it's still like feels better than Sword and Shield, which is ridiculous because it came out in like the early 2000s. I just want Pokemon to look good, even if they couldn't, for whatever stupid reason, do it in the main games. Like, give us a new Stadium Coliseum Battle Revolution so I can do like battles in like super high quality graphics. Currently, MDZH, I am working on this kind of promo graphic / stream graphic for Pride Month, which I'm sure you can tell by the rainbow. You know, it's in June and may sort of like softly bleed into the rest of the summer. So I'm kind of going with like a summer theme. Oh, and I'm trying to show you the water and stuff moving, but you can't see it as I'm scrolling around because it's pixelated to hell. But I've been working on this off stream. I wanted to stream a little bit tonight at least and give you guys some amount of content. So I am continuing this. And there's definitely fine-tuning to do in general, but the biggest elements are I need this reflection to like have like a watery kind of distorted effect to it, and then text at the end. And the text shouldn't really be that hard. It'll just be a matter of like picking a good font choice. Yeah, Pride Month will be fun. For better or worse, where I am at with my assets, meaning like how much I get done, it'll be nice to just like be in it and then like not stress about it so much. And I have some games that I have planned and some stuff that's coming out during Pride Month that should be really fun. I have some collabs that I am working on getting lined up that should also be really fun. So I think it'll be a lot of fun for me and a lot of fun for you guys. Just a lot of fun all around. Right, yeah, and that's why I want to make it like I want to make a good promo and stuff and get people hyped for it because I'm hyped for it. We probably need to scale this more vertically by a lot because it is way too harsh right now. Yeah, you found the channel at a good time, Tig, because there will be a lot of cool stuff in Pride Month, I think. We'll get Mama back on the channel. She hasn't been on lately because I haven't been doing Jackbox. But we're gonna get her into like some... Well, there's one thing in particular that I'm tentatively planning to open up with on June 1st. That will be us playing something, and then beyond that, I'll probably have her just like backseat and like do some of that with me. And then in the future, past Pride Month, then I want to actually get her like really like playing some games. Turn her into a serious gamer. No, we probably went too harsh, or not harsh enough on the shadow. Or the horizon line, whatever the fuck I'm calling it. Yeah, I feel very lucky for that myself too, MDCH. I feel a little bit weird talking about it sometimes because I feel like obviously a lot of people don't have that, and so I don't want to like make people feel bad if they don't by talking about like how I do. That's I don't know, that's kind of like a complicated thing. But, you know, hopefully I want this place, our channel, our stream, our community here to like be somewhere where people can maybe get some of that if they don't at home. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tig. I hope that your situation can improve in one way or another, and in the meantime, you have us. And that's kind of a weird thing too, because I also always want to be very like upfront and transparent about like to anybody watching, like I hope that watching online content doesn't somehow form like a negative, unhealthy parasocial relationship, because like on some level realistically we are all strangers on the internet, which is fine, but it's about balance, right? Like we can be strangers on the internet and still like be friends and be supportive of each other and that kind of stuff. But there's also such a thing as too much, right? Like, we on the other side of that coin, like, we don't know each other in a lot of ways, so like getting that relationship to an unhealthy place is not good. I'm kind of rambling, but I think you guys know what I'm saying. If you've been around on the internet for a while, you know that sometimes people get a little bit kooky with like idol worship, basically, on like the people whose content they watch. And basically I just want it to like not be that, because no matter who you are as the streamer or YouTube person, whatever, like, you can't reciprocate that, like, for anybody. So that's not a place that you as the streamer want to be in, and it's not a place that really you as the viewer want to be in, and I as the streamer don't want that for my viewers. I want us to like have a healthy relationship. But I definitely get what you mean, Tig, about having an easier time talking to strangers, because like it is less scary in some ways, like you can have a little bit of like separation. You're behind the screen on both sides of it, so it feels a little bit safer. I think this is closer to what I want for the Horizon line. That feels a lot better turning it on and off, but I probably still want to fine tune it slightly, make it a little bit softer. I don't want to make it too soft. I don't want like the whole background to be dark. Like even what I did now, I need it like between those two. So what did I do? I went 48 to 80. Oh, well, it's quite a jump, so yeah, no wonder I want it between those. Yeah, that's a cute turtle in the Discord, Muffins. Yeah, and that's a thing I'll touch on too briefly. I think I've probably mentioned this at least briefly, but in the grand scheme of things, it really hasn't even been that long since I came out. So even though I'm like full on in a horny goblin territory, and I'm being very gay on the internet, that's in like the roadmap of my life sort of still a new thing. And in addition to other factors, one of the things that helped me was like consuming gay content and like seeing other people, even during Pride specifically, like talk about their like journeys and experiences being gay. So even if I'm not gonna like get up on a soapbox and like make this a super serious thing, there is a part of me that hopes that just like by being myself and being gay online for like the viewing of other people, that like that can help somebody in some small way, kind of pay it forward a little bit. There very likely may be a time and place where I get up on a soapbox and like get serious about things. I don't think that's what this Pride Month is going to be right now. We'll see. We might touch on some of that a little bit, but I literally, I think even just like doing anything and just being like, hey, I'm gay, and that's fine, like that matters too, because like if enough people do that, then it becomes more normalized, and then that cascades into like other more important things. The visibility thing is very important in general, and to me specifically, because I didn't see that growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, into my teens in the 2010s and stuff. Like it definitely still felt like gay was this weird, and I'm saying in air quotes, I'm not saying gay is weird, we love gay, pro-gay, but you know, like the feeling, the kind of societal stigma is that it was like this weird thing that like made you different and set you apart, and that was scary for me. But then seeing more like gay stuff online, gay representation in media, you know, specifically, for example, like watching Steven Universe with my mom, which is a very overtly gay show, and having her like love it, like really made me feel safe. So imagine the difference if you're a little kid and you see that your whole life growing up, and that's just normal to you. And yeah, like MDZH is saying, you know, gay, female, person of color, whatever, like apply that to like anything out there. It is super important to see that representation. So I kind of spun off there a little bit, but like that's what that's what I'm saying. Just like every little bit of representation is important because it all adds up over time. But I totally get you, Tig. You could, and this was the scenario for me, you could like be really sure that people will accept you, but there's still that like little nagging what if, and the what if makes it really scary. Hi Kimchi. I'm doing good. It's actually just like talking about this kind of stuff on stream is like kind of giving me warm fuzzies a little bit, so that's nice. We're working on like some promo art for Pride Month, and I'm just kind of staring at it while I talk, which is okay because I'm absorbing where it's at and kind of assessing it. I think this is fine for the horizon. I don't think I want to go much more dramatic than this. Yeah, and even if I turn that off, that still looks fine. Yeah, and with that whole thing for taking anybody else, it's also not a race. Like, be safe, be comfortable, and do it when you're ready. Okay, so we're good on the horizon line. And now I need to get back to figuring out what the hell is happening with the reflection and how I can make that work. And I would also like to get just the color from this and not the additional darkening of the water. I don't know. I'm sort of... What do you guys think? Just like general gut reactions of like the coloring of the water itself, not the rainbow light on the water. Because this now looks a little bit desaturated to me versus this, which is like very saturated. And really probably I'm thinking it should be like somewhere in the middle. Again, just the coloring of the water, not the rainbow reflection. The rainbow reflection feels about right to me color-wise. It just needs distortion and stuff. Yeah, somewhere in the middle. That's also a good point. Yeah, once it gets really saturated like this, it does really look like the sky. and I'm not this isn't necessarily supposed to feel like nighttime. The vaporwave aesthetic here, I think there's an important distinction. It shouldn't feel dark. And getting the rainbow light in here and having it like you know, ripple and stuff and take up a lot more horizontal space on the bottom here, I think that'll help kind of the overall temperature of the graphic. But yeah, we don't want it too dark overall. Making the sky lighter. That would just be either I could do that via a layer style, or just go in Photoshop and make that background image a little bit lighter. But it's, while it shouldn't be night, I do want it to feel a little bit darker, you know, because it's kind of like sunset. I'm gonna reserve judgment on that until I get the rainbow thing figured out, because I think, again, that'll just make everything feel a lot lighter. You know, because imagine if we took almost the whole bottom half here with the water, and that suddenly got like very rainbow colored and bright, then that's gonna offset nicely against the darker sky, and the whole image is gonna not feel quite as dark. I may have to like try to do this in a separate composition, or like a separate scene basically, and then like dump it back in here. Let me just look at tutorials and things. It's also the other thing that sucks about like doing, like, I'm working on CS6, which is like give or take 10 years old at this point. They're on Creative Cloud now and have been updating that. So like most tutorials are like a little bit different. Like the program is slightly different because it's like newer and updated, and I never know, like, is it not working because of like this option that I can see that like I don't have or something, or like is there some other reason and I'm like doing something wrong? Yeah, let's just make a new composition to keep things simple. What is happening? Oh, I'm dragging it onto another composition. It's not what I wanted. Okay, so we're gonna copy our noise, because I think that is still worth trying. That's all animating, right? And then the sun. We'll also just like make solid black background. Add a hot mermaid in the water. That is gonna get a little bit more complicated than I want to do at this point. Even just the water effects are proving to be complicated. Also, like parts of this are going to get covered up by text, at least part of the time too. So putting like a lot of effort into like very individualized elements of the background, I don't think would make a ton of sense. Why can I not make a new layer? Do I have to like be out here? The fuck? Alright, whatever, I can duplicate one, that's fine. We will just... How does this not have effects by default? Weird. Okay, so supposedly I'm supposed to be able to do this with a displacement map. Oh, but it's not letting me have effects? That's weird. Also, the whole composition is just white now. Why is that? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, because the adjustment layer was all white for some reason? Okay, well now it's letting me too. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so like what I'm supposed to be able to do is... like move it there to the bottom of the sun. Set it to the noise. Yeah, but this is, I don't, it's just moving the background. What it's supposed to do is like apply the noise to the layer and like give it that effect. Maybe I have to pre-composite stuff. I keep reading stuff about pre-compositing. If I go quiet for a while like this, I'm just looking at information. I so do not get this. Why is it not working like every other thing I look up? Like, I don't know. This effect almost seems just like it's wildly different in my older version of this. It doesn't seem like... There's like a second thing here. It doesn't seem like there's enough controls. Like, I need to choose one, what I'm sampling from, and then two, what it's applying to, but I guess it's just applying to everything. Except it's not. Well, I guess it is. It is applying to everything beneath it. It's just not super noticeable when it's on the border. Oh, hi, Joyful Jack. Yeah, let me pop out into the main scene here for a sec. I'm working on a Pride Month thing. Some like promo art / stream art for that. And I'm currently trying to get like a water reflection applied to like the reflection of the rainbow sun here. And so I'm trying to do that in like a separate scene using a displacement map, which the tutorials I'm seeing are telling me should like work, but it doesn't seem like it is. So I'm fiddling with things and like looking at tutorials and stuff here. It's confusing. It seems like my old version of Premiere, or sorry, I keep saying Premiere, After Effects, just like behaves differently than the newer ones. Okay. Let's do this. Set those back to luminance. We're gonna try the pre-composed thing. That's supposed to help. Is this black solid the noise? Background is the noise. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, there's a lot here that I need to fine-tune. I'm not super familiar with After Effects. I am with other Adobe stuff, but not After Effects, so I am kind of learning on the fly. Gay sunset, yes. That is correct. It's the gay sunset that spells the end of the day that is heteronormativity. Or it could be a sunrise too, either. Sunset on heteronormativity, sunrise on a very, very gay Pride Month. Okay, so this is just saying, do I want more than one layer? And now this is just solid white though. So what the fuck? It doesn't help me. Also, what does this actually do? Does this just make a new composition? Because pre-compose, I guess when I hear that, I think it's gonna like render something in a special way. But all it's doing is putting in its own thing. So I guess that applied though. I can see like a new icon. But I bet my adjustment layer still doesn't behave any differently. Yeah. I really don't get this. Let's just pre-compose everything. Put you in your own layer. Or your own composition, rather. But I don't, that wouldn't change anything because the background is still weird. So, just conceptually, what's happening here that shouldn't be happening is one, it's displacing the background, which I don't want. I basically just want it on like one layer. And two, it's just moving things. It doesn't seem like it's actually applying the noise as a displacement layer. The whole point of that is to have it like almost work like a mask. Why did Slender Man take over the screen? What, with the black and white kind of grain here? Or did, well, when I switched like this or something? Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to. If you're referring to the background here, I'm just trying to like get granular and like put things into their own scenes, because some of the tutorials seem to think that that is helpful. Because again, for anyone who didn't catch it earlier, this noise I have, like, this is basically the water effect. I just need to like apply that to the sun reflection. Which in one video, yeah, the black and white, it's literally just like rendered noise, and then I like stretched it horizontally and animated it. So if I can apply that correctly, it should make the sun look like it's kind of distorting and rippling in water. And you wouldn't see that here. But the problem is it doesn't... And what the hell is going on with my background? Why do I just have like a little shitty bar at the bottom? I don't know. It's this displacement map thing doesn't seem to be behaving how every tutorial is showing it. And I don't get why. I wonder, like, let's just fuck around and try some stuff. What if I do a turbulent displace? What does that do? That's a really cool effect if it ends up working. Yeah, that's the kicker, if it ends up working. Like, this is almost more what I would expect, but it's just... It's not focused. It's just doing its own kind of thing. Rather than the other one, which is supposed to be applying that noise to it. Yeah, so I can get some different shapes going on here, but at the end of the day, it's just coming up with that by itself instead of drawing from something else, which is what I want. Whoopsies, I didn't mute it. If I had a better audio setup, I could just like feed this volume through and just like listen to it myself. But I don't. One of these days I need to get like more fancy audio stuff happening. That's probably going to be like a when I get a new computer thing. Because and I'm probably gonna jinx myself by saying this, but last week our streams were like super cursed and crashed a ton. I think literally just because I like am adding music playing on top of what I'm usually doing. I could maybe just use a wave. That's sort of what I'm trying to ultimately do. And at this point, I would rather just get like 90% of the way there. I could probably just do that on the sun itself, though. Yeah, let's just try that. Wait, no, do that. No, that is not what I wanted when I selected noise. This still feels kind of limiting, though. This should be fine for, like, a graphic design sort of thing, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Well, maybe I can make this work, I don't know. I need to flip this vertically as well. That's a lot of gunk there to just be like invert my Y. But whatever. It's not bad, but when you look at like the detail in the water here, like there should be a lot of effects going on. Like some of the tutorials I'm looking at look so nice. It's just that I can't get this distortion map thing to work like it's supposed to. Oh, and what have I been doing for the time on this? Where have I been doing the effect that I'm thinking of? I think on the grid was one of them. Or maybe not. There's something where I can like edit this. It like times 150 or something, but I just want to make sure that I'm keeping my numbers consistent here. It would be during the noise. Don't go away, bottom bar. Yes, time by 100, so that's why it was good to check, because I had the wrong number in my head. And so that will just make it so that it animates over time, like this. It just keeps going. So yeah, this could be a fallback, but that's not really doing it for me. We could do a lot better than that. If I could get the frickin' displacement to work. Random thought too, as I'm looking at stuff here. One of my videos yesterday on TikTok and a couple that I dumped tonight, like some are getting put like out onto the For You page and some aren't, and I don't know why. And that's like concerning, because that was the whole problem with my first account, is that like everything stopped getting put out on the For You page because of like whatever thing I did that they didn't like. But there's also no good reason, as far as I can tell, why some of them wouldn't be. And also some of them are getting tagged with like, contains sound from this. And it's like, no, actually, it doesn't. So I don't know. TikTok is great, but also I hate it so much. I don't even know how copyright shit works on TikTok, because there's so much on there anyway, and if it's recognizing something as in their system, then I don't see why that is a problem, right? But I don't know. As long as I don't get banned again, it's fine. It's not the end of the world if like some of the videos sit at like, you know, 0 to 5 views or whatever. The point isn't to like get high views on any one video. It's just, you know, just to use it as a promotional tool. But like I have no confidence that they won't just ban me again out of nowhere, because I don't know what it was that I did wrong the first time, and I can come up with like a million different possible what ifs. But with Pride Month coming up, I wanted to be able to use it to promote that, so that's why I spent the time to like get a new one set up with like the correct name and everything, and now I'm like migrating a few videos there per day, minus ones that are maybe on the saucy end. So that is one of the potential what ifs, even though saying, you know, like fuck or penis isn't actually against their terms and conditions. You know, because it's all like, don't advocate violence, don't like advocate for minors to like perform sexual acts or something. Like there isn't actually anything there that says like don't swear. But of course they probably don't like that, so I have to like take that into consideration. I'm still convinced that displacement map works different in CC, because I haven't found a video yet that's like, this is how it is in CS6, which is what I need to find. Can't wait for the rainbow capitalism. Yes, the hello fellow gays for 1 month until they forget about us. I've seen some funny TikToks about like different storefronts like Amazon and Target and like their Pride merch and how it's like not quite there. You know, it's a little bit off. It's more money. Yeah. Yeah, and I've definitely seen people express that sentiment too. Like, don't like get your gay support from a soulless corporation who's probably doing things to actively harm you. Like, go support, you know, an artist on Twitter or Etsy or wherever the fuck. I'll dump this into the main scene and just see how it looks. I'm still not impressed. Or give your right, yeah, or literally like directly support people. But I just meant like if you know, if you need like some gay swag. Okay, well, I guess the one angle here that I wasn't necessarily thinking of is if I do it and overlay like this, it doesn't like it overlays on the water. So that's well, I don't know. That doesn't really work though, because it is a light source, so it should be behaving like a light source and not just coloring a portion of the water. It's also in this current form much too solid still. Needs to almost make like kind of a triangle that go a lot out more towards the edges, which we could fiddle more with settings here, but in general, I still think we're barking up the wrong tree with this approach. It's just tempting because it actually kind of works. The effect works even though it's not exactly what I want. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on that right now. I'm so pissed. I don't know why we can't use a displacement map in the way that I want to be able to. Well, we can keep it flip actually. Or, well, maybe not. Depends on what I'm doing. I can always add it really easily later. And, you know, there's also like plugins and stuff that you can get for these programs, and I don't see that being advertised on these tutorials, but also, you know, that it's just like one more potential factor. So what is going on here with this shape? What is it? I still don't get how what layer I choose here actually feeds into it. Which of these is actually the right thing? Is the noise, or is the black background noise? Okay, the noise is noise. I have them named correctly now. So why, when I give you the noise, do you just go way the hell over there? Why do you do this to me? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem like it even really matters what mode I choose in here. Well, it's making the background jump around drastically, but it's still not applying it. Have I tried just putting it directly on here? I feel like I have. That's still kind of weird and gross. That just moves the whole thing. Like, I guess that's what's happening. It's taking this big rectangle that is the noise and, like, using the surface area of it, basically, instead of, like, the black and white. Let's do an idiot-proof check. In one of these videos, they're doing it with just some text. Some white text, and I want to see if that somehow makes a difference. Why did that... New text. I want text. Oh, come on. Text should be easy. Layer new text. Okay, there we go. That was... Don't know why that didn't work the first time. We need that white though, not black. If I can freaking see it. Okay, we got our text. Got our noise. Getting your sleep schedule in check, heading out early. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I have no idea what the rest of the week is going to be like, as I'm trying to cram art stuff. So just stay tuned. Okay, where is the adjustment layer now? Yeah, this just makes me feel like a crazy person. Why doesn't this work? And what is this? Like there, but it's not. Because I did luminance. So yeah, now it's kind of creating like this weird shadow thing. Right. Okay. What does that mean? But it's still doing it now if I'm an alpha? What is going on with this? But it still doesn't matter because it... This is gonna get me fussy. Go away, background, bar. Swear to God, everything I have set up is set up the same as the tutorials, except for the fact that I just don't have this little box that says source, like in CC, which seems like it could be fairly important. And it kind of makes me feel like that I just can't use this effect. Very frustrating. Could I fake it if I did it another way? We had the test reflection here before. Wasn't nearly wide enough. I could try like a distortion. I don't know. It's just not going to give me that real water look I want because it's not as simple as just like stretching out the corners or something. There's gonna be like a natural amount of kind of more color here, and then as like the water shit happens, it sort of like bleeds out to the edges, and I can't think of a way to like do that manually easy. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. The week is going by way too fast. Which is probably the opposite of what I would normally say, and I imagine what most of you would say, but coming at it from the, like, I need to get my art shit done angle, like, I wish I had more time. And I can't really, like, pull all-nighters or anything because I have my day job. I could maybe do that on Friday and Saturday, but I'm also kind of a princess, and I don't do well without Lots of sleep. Think we tried turbulent displacement earlier. I don't want to look at that again. My project is getting really messy here. I'm just creating a bunch of stuff and not cleaning it up, but I can do that later. That's just a bad habit though. So don't do that at home, kiddos. Yeah, like this does look kind of watery. How does it look on the sun? Because the text really isn't doing anything for me. Right, okay, so this is kind of where we were at before. Unless I can figure out how to get this, like, way more in the camp of where I want. Not really. Yeah, that's basically what we did before, and I just didn't like it because it wasn't enough. Okay. There is a tutorial here that is still using the same displacement thing, but it's doing it. I feel like maybe it'll work. I don't know. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna like follow along and be really diligent about doing the same steps that they're doing and see if it really does just like fall apart for me at the displacement map, or if there's like a way with pre-composing stuff that I can like make that work somehow. So let's keep the moon. Let's get rid of a lot of the rest of this. We're just gonna go on a transparent background too. So we have our moon. Sun, whatever the fuck it is. I keep calling it a moon. Not a moon. What did I just do? Just wanted to type some stuff and it freaked out on YouTube. How are we doing on time? I'm going for about an hour and 40 minutes. I probably am gonna end the stream like before this is done. Just as a heads up. Not quite yet or anything, but I doubt. I don't necessarily plan to stream for like hours and hours trying to figure this out. And we're gonna start fresh with our noise as well. Just really try to idiot-proof it. Okay, so now already I'm running into something. They're saying make it a 3D layer. I don't know if I have that. I can use basic 3D as an effect, but I don't think I actually have 3D layers. But it's really a perspective thing, so I don't think it necessarily matters for what I'm doing, but it would still be nice to follow along. I don't think I do. I think I'm correct in my assessment that that is just not a thing in CS6. So let's go ahead and just do basic 3D instead. Because from what I can see them doing, that has the same effect. Why can't I not select it? There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put it there at the border, stretch it out so that our farther area there covers it up, and then we're gonna go a little bit taller as well so that we can fill the space. And now I think I'm supposed to pre-compose it. No, I'm pre-composing the sun. That already happened. Fine. That's me getting a little bit... Oh, actually though, maybe I don't want that, because I maybe need to do it differently. Let me paste you back in here. What is the size? And why are you not centered? Is there an easy way to do that? That's another panel I've seen that I don't currently see for myself. That would be great if I had a center this button. But I guess I can just approximate it. 5, that's vertically. We want 960. And then let's scale it up a bit to just copy the old one basically. And then get rid of it so that I know I'm working fresh and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Now we're pre-composing that. It looks like they are actually doing this option. I guess again it doesn't matter though, because it's all just how many layers. And I only have one selected, so it's one either way. Yeah, alright. So we'll just do leave attributes. Now we're gonna add noise to this. And this I basically did before too. That doesn't look. I guess it is. It just looks totally rectangular here. I'm not really seeing the bounds because it's not a true 3D layer. Now we pre-compose this, I guess. Again, yes, that's fine. We'll go inside there, question mark? No? Okay, never mind. We're not doing that yet. Wait, yes we are. What the fuck? It doesn't look the same though. It just becomes black. That's so not helpful. Yeah, so even the pre-composed behavior is different in CC, apparently. Am I supposed to get anything done? Frickin' Adobe and their overpriced products. It would be so much nicer if I could just have CC like everybody else. So do I continue this on the outside then, where I can actually see it, or do I go in? I guess out, because I don't have the controls inside it. This still looks wrong to me. This doesn't look 3D at all. Like I've made the shape 3D, but it's not actually. I wonder if I can. I might have to reorder these. Put my 3D after. Okay, there we go. That looks much better. So that's just order of operations. It's if I do the 3D first, then it's like this is the shape. Now I'm going to apply noise to it. Whereas if I do the noise first and then do my fake 3D thing, it'll actually look that way. You can see that animating. That's good. Nothing new though. We had that. Now we're getting back into adjustment layers. Oh, what happened there? I didn't actually click off of you, After Effects. I can probably close that Photoshop thing too. I don't need that sitting open, potentially drawing resources. But it's 11 already. Oh my gosh, the day has just flown by and I did not get enough done. Oh yeah, this is affecting the sun too, because we're not inside like the tutorial wanted us to be. That makes sense now. That's one of the things that's different, because apparently it treats the whole noise thing differently. Not the whole noise thing, the pre... What the fuck is this called? I'm losing my brain cells. Pre-compose. Because if I put my layer in here, and did it even save? I don't see it. Let's try just making a new one again. And putting turbulent on it, which I don't think we'll be able to see out here. Right. So, okay, that's sort of a problem. I guess like I need to take my noise stuff here if I could copy this. It needs to be inside, which is dumb that I have to set it up differently. But it's easy enough to do, I guess. What did we do before? We did dynamic, linear, complexity down to 4. And maybe that was it? Oh, the evolution as well. So it animates. That was maybe it. We have that. We add turbulent. Oh no, I need to do 3D in here so that it all works out here. We did 70 on that. Or was it -7? Yeah, it was -70. Now we can have the turbulence, and we're actually going to see that reflected. But the turbulence is not animating yet. So let's get that fixed. Okay, kind of just got this like sheet of water now, or some element of the water. So far that matches. And now we're getting to displacement map again, where I will probably find that this was not a good use of my time and that it still doesn't work. Oh, but that needs to be on its own layer. Let's see, we are back in the original composition now, right? It's not supposed to still be drilled down. Yes, we are. We're where we're supposed to be according to the tutorial. Add displacement map. Oh, what are we doing, video? Why are you shitting the bed? Okay, so we set these to luminance again. Yeah, and then we're changing the displacements, but is that not just going to... Okay, this is what I wanted. Essentially. We're getting now this kind of like surface of the water effect. So maybe I was just a big dumb dummy this whole time. It's still, we are having it behave a little bit differently. It's applying to both of these, and I don't. That's not what's happening in the tutorial. So why is that? Why is it magically limited to one layer there and not here? That would be solvable. We could put this the sun in its own scene, but it's I don't like the behavior differences. It's very confusing. But I'm very encouraged that we're making progress toward the effect that I want. What was I doing? Okay, yes, I was trying to figure out why for them it's not affecting the sun. Oh, so they have it applying like that? So that doesn't really change much. I guess it kind of does. Like if I do the sun, it mostly doesn't apply to the water, and if I do the noise, it mostly does just apply to that, and then it's just kind of like spilling over into the sun. And why is that? Is that because of like my Y value? I'm not clear on the distinction there. Because they, in this tutorial I'm looking at, they definitely have shit overlapping, but it just is not affecting the sun at all. And yeah, also it's only getting like half of this. Do I have all of my layers lined up the way I think I should? This adjustment layer... Yeah, like there's a part in the middle here where it's doing stuff, and then beyond that it isn't. Or rather, that's the water. I'm still grabbing the water there. I want to grab the adjustment layer, please. So what? What is happening? I do think it's relatively important to figure this out, because I'm ultimately going to need stuff like interacting with this watery effect to get the to get that like on the reflection, but I need to make sure it's only interacting with the things that I want it to. I just realized if I sit too funny in my chair, it totally like throws off my layout on stream. I have a chronic case of gay in chair. Somebody clipped something. Who the hell clipped anything from this stream? I guess maybe when I was getting squishy earlier and talking about like important gay things. So there's very little overlap when I have that off. Which is also true for the tutorial. I think maybe what I need to do is get like better number values. I did change it to luminance too, right? Hopefully. Yes. Okay. So how do I get this freaking middle chunk to like be down here where I actually want it. And also, why isn't it just applying to the whole thing? I kind of feel like that would make more sense rather than like an arbitrary chunk. Because the displacement map is on the whole screen. I don't get why it is only doing part of it. Well, I'm gonna try the next step and then maybe circle back to this. Because they're getting into a reflection next, which is obviously important to what I'm doing. Can't spell. That makes no sense what they're doing here. So we're making a reflection, but hiding it? Okay, right. I'm doing that. Oh, turn the viewing off the noise, not the reflection. That makes a little more sense. Okay, because yeah, we're still using. So we're kind of circling back to what I did before. The noise isn't there visually, but we are using it to achieve an effect, which it's now actually doing, just not in the right vertical space. We also, I think, want this to be like longer. So let's move the sun up more, and then adjust this. It's only going to give us so much. And I can probably mess with that via faux 3D again. Okay, well, I need to figure out this vertical thing before I get too much deeper. But we could really quickly see how basic 3D works for this. Ooh, I don't like that. Why is it changing the original? Because it's mirrored? What the fuck? This is really dumb. Literally just because it's mirrored, it's like somehow attached to the original, and now I can't do 3D. We hide the original? No. I guess we could do this and then just like do another original, like worst case scenario. So that's not the end of the world, but it is dumb and I don't like it. You know what? Also, kind of another unforeseen thing here. This displacement gets very gross quickly vertically because of the color banding in this gradient. So I gotta be careful about that. Try something like that. Yeah, it's not changing the verticals at all. The vertical displacement doesn't really do that much vertically, or you know, it's like applying that, but it's not moving that little bar in the middle that I keep complaining about. How the heck do I fix that? Doesn't that look kind of lovely when I pull it out here? It looks like something like rising out of the water. What if I scale this down? What if this is just like too big? Okay. Teeny sun, teeny reflection, and then it kind of works. Generally, you know, I don't really like that that's the best level of control I have, but again, we could work with that. This can all be nested like it is, and then I can scale it on the outside. Like if I just went in right now, drop that in here, you know, like that's something. This song throws me off. There's like that weird like audio twang that happened, and now there's like quiet Japanese talking in the background. Oh god. What black solid is this talking about? When do we make that? Oh, this is just the noise again. Okay, where did it say to put that? I think it just wants us to have the same thing twice, but one of them is going to be visible. Like simulate the water surface, which I don't know if we are going to do that because we have an actual water surface that we're going on to. Where's opacity? Here. Yeah, I don't think that step makes sense for us. Okay, well, I guess I've generally figured it out. I sort of still don't really get it. It just kind of works now. Because ultimately I'm still just using I guess I'm not, am I? I'm using a turbulent displacement, not a displacement map, so that is different. I just figured out a way to use... Wait. I swear to God, when I looked at turbulent displacement earlier, I couldn't choose... Or am I stupid? No. My layer is named turbulent displacement, but that's not what's actually happening. It is a displacement map. So what is the tutorial? Okay, I just named it wrong. So it is a displacement map. Which then, that gets back to my original question of why is this suddenly magically working? When it very clearly wasn't before. And what did I just do? I like went into something. Okay, God, I have so much to do, but I'm running out of steam. So what we would do here is I would fine-tune this to a place that I liked it, toss it on here, mask the top so that it's not actually showing this sun, because we already have a sun. That's gonna get us pretty close on that. We could do like a saturation. What? Jesus. These fucking songs. Whatever album this is. Neko. These songs are scaring me. I heard the little ch, and I thought that stream crashed. Okay, well, let's do some small fiddling, at least. If we go back into my stylized waves composition, we can take a look at doing an adjustment layer, or whatever it would be called in here. And yeah, hue saturation. Just turning up the saturation a little bit seems like it would do what I want. Oh, but I don't want to really apply this to the sky. I think this is gonna get masked out anyway. Yeah, that's okay then. It doesn't matter if the sky also gets saturated. I guess what was I actually comparing before? When I was doing this. So the water was getting darker and more saturated, so I want it... Yeah, probably more saturated. Maybe I'll change the lightness. How does that look if I go crazy? Can I see that pretty well in here? Yes. How does that look on my different screens? Well, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, right? Because I had said that I wanted to wait and do that after getting the rainbow reflection. Because that's going to kind of change the feel of the scene. So let's pause on that. Still don't know why I have such a small bar to work with here. That would be good to solve. Just kind of looking at cleaning up some stuff here too. But I can probably do that off stream. Okay. This is what we're coming back to. If I make the sun bigger, the reflection continues up until a point and then stops. How big does it actually need to be? What do I have it at out here? %150. Oh my god, calm down. Which is a little smaller than now. Does that look right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. But I also need to make sure the glow doesn't get cut off. Oh, can I make this composition taller? That would be helpful. Yeah. I don't see why not. But I don't want to lock the aspect ratio. I want to just get some extra height. And that's probably more than I need, but whatever. Right, okay, so why is that getting cut off? Why is that happening? We have all the vertical space we need. I do see that. Okay, I guess the reflection just wasn't tall enough. Scale. That's weird that I'm changing the scale, but it's not actually scaling the object. It's just like scaling the canvas space, basically. Whatever works, I guess. Okay, so that's working. We have enough vertical space for that. Oh, God, I'm a dummy. No, what? So the reason that I only have like a bar of distortion is because I only have a bar of this. This needs to still be like at an angle, but it needs to be taller, and then that'll give us the space we need to actually do this vertically. I'm still kind of mostly talking to myself here, but I guess there is some merit to like rubber ducking this and like vocally going through everything going on here. Because sometimes it does help me figure out these little blonde moments of mine. Okay, so I don't think I want to like change the angle, or at least not by much, but maybe I will change it a little bit. And I could go through and rename some shit here too, so I know what I'm gonna keep. This is gonna be our noise. And this is the noise turbulent displace. That's why, like I said earlier, it's good to name everything, because then you don't have to do what I'm doing now to try to figure out like what to keep. But I was just kind of throwing things against a wall earlier, so it was easier to not fuss with names on everything. What does this look like without that? Yes, okay, so this is where I did the fake 3D. So we're gonna do 60 instead of 70, because I have done 60 for some other stuff. And the composition here, we're also gonna rename to the noise composition. What is this one? Noise comp 1. That is garbage, I don't need that. Actually, I don't even need to keep the comp at the end. Just call it noise. That will make it easier to recognize as like a real thing that I'm keeping. So now in here, we have a lot more vertical space already. That might be enough by itself. What we'll do is like get right on the edge there. I like to match that with the low point. I don't know what I will ultimately end up doing with the sun. This is yes, Sun Comp 1. That's what this is. Right. Let's just call this Sun again. Jesus, can't type. The noise here, that's just an instance of our noise comp. And this buddy, what are you? What adjustment layer is that? Tell me anywhere? I assume if I just delete these, I can get them back. Yes, and one of those is this one. But which one? Most of these are probably used in one composition. Let's... Let me rename a few more things. Let's do the same things. I don't need this. And reflection test. Where is reflection test? There. Okay. That could be sun reflection because that's no longer a test. That's a real thing. I'm keeping him. Oh, here, it tells me if they're used. That is very helpful. Where is this? Is this... this? No, it's not. Goddamn, this gets messy if I let it go. Okay, these aren't used. Right? Yeah, those aren't used. These are, though. That is also not used. The wave mask we want... I don't know what solid is. Let me like open this back up. No, that's our noise. We'll keep that. The background, don't think we're actually using that. This is the reflection. This is the displacement map. And what is this guy? Yep, the noise, turbulent displacement. Okay. Okay, cool. I think we're clean. Happy clean, happy stream. That almost makes sense. Okay, but now we're in a weird spot again. Because this is now not where it's supposed to be. That change if I move this? No. Why the fuck is that on the top now? This is the kind of shit that was driving me nuts before. Why in the world would that be the case? I can just flip this whole thing vertically, but it's also not in the middle anymore. Which one is actually the sun here? It's the top one, right? Yeah. What does that mean? What did we change? All I did is change the angle, didn't I? From 70 to 60? Well, and then the height of stuff in the scene, I guess, too. I don't know, was that it? Was I sitting at, like, here and then this was the reflection and now it's... the whole thing's taller? Can I change the size back a little bit? Does that affect things? How tall is this? This is very tall. Why the hell does that change things? Why does the height of the scene change anything to do with this frickin' noise displacement? Like, it's maybe the same distance from the top, which, if anything, you would think is this vertical displacement, but again, that's just like at whatever point this is happening, that's like what it's going to show. What if I grab everything? It still fucks with it. Wait, what? Oh, there, because it turned everything off. Duh. It's kind of dumb, though. I guess that could be useful, but it's also dumb. What is so special about that point? Here at the bottom, we're getting that same freaking effect from before that initially was pissing me off. So there's a portion at the bottom that is getting, like, cut off. And then at what seems like a certain distance from the top, you have your distortion, regardless of whatever else is going on. Okay, what does this look like if I drag it in here? I could always flip it. I could do that very easily. So I may just have it upside down in the source scene, if need be. Okay, size is about right. But I am going to need to make it bigger in general. So like what I would want to do is flip it first of all. And then do some faux 3D. And also put mask it. So let's just do some of this and mess with things. I want regular alpha, right? Yes, okay. We have a little rainbow in the water. I'll try overlay. I don't know that I want overlay though. Like maybe just normal with opacity. I don't know. That's gonna be its own challenge. I'll get something. Well, yeah. Never mind. I was gonna say put it under the grid. I don't know that that's gonna make that much of a difference. Depends on what I do for blending modes. Which is what? Hue looks like a worse opacity. Saturation is not right. Color could be right. Similar to overlay. A little bit more visible, I think. Blending modes are tricky. That's actually not terrible either. I kind of like that for the moment, at least. Just to experiment. Okay, so yeah, I guess I don't know that I really need 3D because it already has that baked in the water texture, but I would like it to be wider still. If we could get that like water effect to like go out more towards either side, that would be ideal. Yeah, and also, like, you can see here, this doesn't line up, this doesn't line up, and I don't know that they're going to, depending on how this animates over time. So it would be nice to get, like, not a hard and harsh line like that. I don't know that I'm gonna, I mean, it's already close to midnight. I'm not gonna get this, like, done today. It'd be nice if I could finish it this evening and then, like, start promoing with it tomorrow, but I don't know how much I have in me. I do kind of want to just play with other blending modes too. You never quite know what you're going to get, because they behave differently on different backgrounds. Or at least, despite what I know, I can't oftentimes, like, all out ahead of time what they're gonna do. There's some like overlay and multiply that I like understand the process of better, so I could probably venture a guess, but a lot of them I don't. fully really know what they're supposed to do. I just kind of use them. Yeah, that's very bright. Oh, that's kind of flat. I don't know. I'll just put it back on an ad for now. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think that's too bright, so that's, again, not going to be my final call. So how could I get more out of this horizontally? Possibly by messing with this more. Also, yeah, this does still need some fixing. It's still not going all the way to halfway point. That's what I gotta do. Yeah, because I'm only seeing the orange onwards. No wonder it's a harsh line, because it's not, like, getting any. Alright, how... We need to just, like, go up more, I think. Get closer to the top. Probably just like that. Honestly, I don't even need the reflection, do I? Because we're using the sun that's there. But it's just not giving us a big enough margin. Even after I increased the size of the reflection, or the noise. What if I scale you? Why is that not consistent either? I guess I did that on purpose. I don't like these messy numbers though. So what if we go crazy and do that? And then I hide it. What does it give us now for the sun? Still a narrow fucking little strip. I don't like that. Why is that happening? I don't suppose it's just like really stupid and I have to like reset it. No, I don't think so. Alright, so you can stay the same size, since apparently that doesn't fucking matter. Canvas size then, I guess. Like, give it... I don't know, what if we just go bigger in general, because we don't actually need much space, just a little bit. So we made it bigger and now smaller, so we need to go smaller, actually. What was the original of this? Like 800 by 800? We can go really small. Well, no, we can't. I guess not that small. I don't like how that also changes the amount, like the specifics of the reflection. Okay, so I think now this is a bigger area. The glow still gets cut off though. Motherfucker. Okay, it's centered. Should it be? Can I make it bigger? Does that help me if I do that? No, the bar's still there. It's still getting cut off. What if I do this though? Maybe still a teeny bit at the top. At some point I won't be able to tell because it's on the water. So that's gonna sort of hide problems like that. Let's try that. It's not perfect, but might be good enough. Like I said earlier, if we can get 90% of the way there. Right, okay. That's looking better. Little bit messier in a good way. Still would like to fine-tune it. I'm not happy with where it's at this exact moment. It's still not really going very far. I don't know if it's going to. You know, maybe I'm trying to kind of recreate real lighting here too closely, and that's gonna be a lot harder than I think. We could try this and just see what that looks like. Going from 200 to like 700. Which, yeah, depending on our blend mode here, like it's really falling apart on add. If I go to overlay, less so, but still. You know, the problem is we're losing the glow in these gaps in the middle. So I would need to like reapply that, which I don't know if I could, because it's a gradient. So it's not easy to do. Although maybe I still could with nested stuff. Well, I think it's getting on midnight. I might call it here for the night. Again, like I said, I didn't really intend to finish this on stream. I just wanted to do some work on it with you guys. So yeah, we'll call it here. Thank you everybody who tuned in. Like I said earlier, we'll kind of see what pans out for the coming days as I'm trying to get stuff done. I would like to stream for you in general when I can, but I want to, you know, like this at least in some of the emote stuff before was kind of like focused fumbling. Like I had some idea of what I needed to do at least. So if I can be there in like that state with these art things I'm working on, then I can probably stream it. Anyway, I'm getting to my end of stream ramble, so I'll not do that, and we'll just end it. Night, everybody.